And as Dan Hasty would normally say, let's do this. It's time for Whitecaps baseball. Game 5 between the Captains and the Whitecaps right here on the Whitecaps Baseball Network. Hello, everybody, and welcome in. Nate Wangler with you as we get ready for Game 5 between these two teams. A series tied up at 2 games apiece. Let's get you a look at those Ruth's Chris Steakhouse starting lineups. First, for the West Michigan Whitecaps, 22-27 after they fell short last night. Leading us off, Akil Badu. He's the DH here tonight, so he won't be out in the field. Again, rehabbing from a little bit of an oblique issue. The Toledo Mud Hens sent him down here to start for the Whitecaps for the rest of their weekend. Their roster's a little packed right now, so getting the opportunity to play every day is Badu. Batting second over at shortstop, Corey Joyce. Third out in left field, Daniel Cabrera. Hitting cleanup tonight for the Whitecaps, the catcher, Josh Crouch. Fifth over at second base, Wenzel Perez. Sixth at first, Chris Myers. Back into the lineup, reinstated off of the injured list, recovering from some lower back issues. He's a little bit sore, but he's feeling good today, feeling 100%. Good to be back in this lineup. Ben Malgeri in the 7th spot. He's in center field. Trey Cruz bats 8. He's over at third base. And then Ulrich Boyarski bats 9th here for the Caps. He's out in right field. So again, it's Badu, Joyce, Cabrera, Crouch, Perez, Myers, Malgeri, Cruz, Boyarski. They'll be going up against Doug Nikhazy, 0-2, a 4.15 ERA. As always, those lineups brought to you by Ruth's Chris Steakhouse inside the Amway Grand Plaza, downtown Grand Rapids. They serve only the best steaks that are hand-selected from the top 2% of the country's beef. Enjoy the freshest seafood, classic sides, and homemade desserts that satisfy any craving. Ruth'sChris.com for menus and reservations. Well, here's Akil Badu. Those burnt orange cleats, the orange gloves digging into the left-handed box as the first pitch. Fastball up high, and we are underway at 7:02 p.m. on a gorgeous Saturday here in Eastlake, Ohio. Badu takes a fastball upstairs. Yesterday, 0 for 3, pair strikeouts. Again, it's all about just playing every day and trying to get back into the swing of things as he watches a fastball. That time that grabs the outside black, 2 balls and 1 strike, or rather 1 ball and 1 strike. Doug Nikhazy on the bump here for the Lake County Captains tonight, pitching from the left side. 2021 draftee here for the Captains as Badu takes another strike. Now it's 1-2. Out of Ole Miss originally, you heard John Vicari, the radio voice of the Lake County Captains, during our pregame show mention how all of the pitchers in this rotation, they're all 2021 draftees for the Guardians. 1-2 is a fastball just a little bit upstairs, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Nikhazy, acquired in the 2021 draft, second-round pick, 58th overall. 4-pitch combination, fastball, curveball, cutter, change. See what he goes to here on 2-2. Goes to the curveball, and Badu pops it up to the left side. Rodriguez in pursuit. The third baseman roams under it and makes the catch. 1 up and 1 down on that pop-out. That'll bring in Corey Joyce. The defense behind Nikhazy here tonight out in left field. Cox, center field Halpin, right field Noel. Rodriguez over at third base. Martinez at short. Bracho at second base. Naranjo over at first base. Heard us mention him during the pregame show. Just 5'8", but a lot of power in that bat. Amditas back behind the plate. And as just mentioned, Nikhazy, Doug Nikhazy, on the bump here for Lakeland. First lefty we've seen so far out of this captain's rotation. The first pitch to Joyce is a fastball that hangs up high. During his career at Ole Miss, Doug Nikhazy, 24-6, 281 ERA, 40 games total. How about these strikeout numbers? Joyce just taps that one foul, evened up at 1 ball and 1 strike. 204 2/3, 259 strikeouts for Nikhazy. A whip of 1.08. Actually had his best start last time out here for the Captains. He's into his wind, the 1-1. Bounces in. Curveball. Let go of that one just a little bit too late. 2 balls and 1 strike. But his longest outing of the 2022 season last time around. Struck out 3 through the first 3 innings. Only allowed 1 base runner to reach through that time. The 2-1. Fastball runs inside. 3 balls and 1 strike. The only trouble really Nikhazy ran into was in the fifth. He was removed with the bases loaded and 2 outs. Did issue 4 walks in that appearance, so walks have been a little bit of an issue for Doug Nikhazy. Trying to avoid one here, 3-1. Gives one up. Fastball runs low and inside. Joyce has to hop out of the way of that one, but he gets down to first base and doing what he does best. Another walk here to Corey Joyce. That on-base percentage just continues to shoot up. .427 on base coming into this one, and he's on first with just 1 out here in the first inning. By the way, excellent rendition of our nation's anthem, Rowena Argett Singer. Here in East Lake, Ohio. It's always brought to you by Centennial Securities. Daniel Cabrera in next as he watches a fastball well outside as it skips off the glove of Amditas. 1 ball and no strikes. They provide investment direction, retirement planning, 401k rollovers, estated college planning services, stocks, and bonds. They make the effort to know you and your dreams. That is Centennial Securities. Daniel Cabrera has been red hot since his return to the lineup from AA Erie. As he rolls over this one to second base. Bracho flips to second for 1. That's all they'll get. So Cabrera reaches first on a fielder's choice as Corey Joyce is cut down at 2. And he'll bring in Josh Crouch. A little bit cooler today than some of our previous games. It was about 76 yesterday at game time. 68 degrees here. Not a whole lot of wind, though. Flags out in left center field, not blowing around. It's a very calm night. So unlike our first couple of games where the ball was flying around the yard, wouldn't expect to see that here tonight, but don't quote me on that. You never know with this Whitecaps team as Josh Crouch fouls this one straight back. No balls and 1 strike. Runner on first here in the top of the first. No score, 2 outs. Crouch already has a grand slam in this series. 1 of 2 grand slams for the Whitecaps here against the Captains. Nikhazy's 0-1. Fastball runs low and outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Again, Nikhazy went to Ole Miss. Every day he started apparently was referred to in 2021 as #Doug Day. Earned a program record 12 wins, 4th two-time All-American in Ole Miss history. As that curveball bounces low and in, 2 balls and 1 strike. Struck out 16 batters against Florida State in the Oxford Regional. Of course, transitioning to high A has been a little bit of an adjustment for Nikhazy, and for different reasons other than just simply throwing the ball. Crouch a little bit early on that fastball, sprays it over towards the direction of the Caps dugout, 2-2. But at the professional level, Nikhazy calls his own game instead of a coach orchestrating the decisions for his next pitch. Told Mandy Bell of MLB.com, all I had to do was try and think about executing this pitch. Not how I want to get ahead or out or sequences, so different level of challenging. This is 2-2 is a curveball that bends in there for strike 3. Josh Crouch knew it too. Great pitch. Nikhazy gets his first strikeout. We go to the bottom of the first inning. No score here on the Whitecaps Baseball Network.